Oh man. So I saw a funny meme earlier today that said Xbox $360. I thought that was great. Oh man. But as you all know, Xbox, in their infinite wisdom, they decided to raise the price of Game Pass. And there's been a massive backlash. They increased the price from $14.99, I believe, to $29.99, effectively doubling the price. And there's been a mass boycott of people unsubscribing from Game Pass. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did used to have Game Pass. That was a few years ago. I remember what I used to do though. I never bought the full price for Game Pass. I never paid full price. What I used to do is that during Black Friday, they used to have those deals where you could get like 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate for like $7.99 or whatever it was. And I used to stock up on those, right? And I think I got the most was like 3 years of Game Pass that way. I don't even know if they still have that. Maybe not. But point being is that I never really paid full price for Game Pass Ultimate anyway. But I think why I stopped is that it's not a good deal. I found that is not a good deal for the publisher, the developer, and ultimately the consumer, right? Because I think a lot of games they do go on Game Pass, but they don't stay there indefinitely, right? So let's say you find a good game that you want to play, and then a couple of months later come to find out that it's not even there. So ultimately I decided that it's better if I just own that game, because Game Pass is not good for game preservation. Not that there's a lot of game preservation going on in the gaming industry, but that's a whole nother story that we could get into on another occasion, right? So that's why I decided to stop supporting Game Pass. And lo and behold, the enshittification has succeeded, or they're in that road, right? So I think Phil Spencer or whoever it was that came up with Xbox Game Pass said that they wanted to make it like Netflix for gaming. So I think they've succeeded in that. And just like Netflix has been increasing their prices while offering less and less, so has Xbox Game Pass, right? Even though Xbox has but this many studios, first of all, they got rid of a lot of people. They've been firing a lot of folks. And they're sitting on a lot of those IPs anyway. They're not making that many games, so I don't know why they just bought all those properties if they're not gonna actually develop anything. Oh man. But point being is that yes, a lot of people are unsubscribing from Game Pass, which is resulting in a massive boycott, and Xbox is definitely feeling it. So now I think that I think Sony's subscription is like $169 a month or something like, $169 a year. Now Xbox is almost double that. And people are not happy. But I'm not surprised. Honestly, at this point, I feel like in between Nintendo shenanigans, just raising the price of games to $80, just because. And some people are actually eating it up. I don't know if they think that Nintendo is just, this magical, ethereal object. I mean, they make some good games, but they're not worth $80. No way. Sony are also increasingly raising the price of the PlayStation 5, and they're not even putting that many games out. Although I did see the trailer for Wolverine. That looked good though, I'm not gonna lie. My PS5 is still collecting dust though. I think at this point I'm deciding to just get a gaming PC, because most PS5 games I realized are coming to PC anyway. I was thinking about it the other day because I think that's one of the reasons why I bought a PS5 Pro. I wanted to play some of these games, but I looked at the list of exclusives and I think it's just one. I think it's Dark Souls, and then I think, what's this game called? Astro's Playroom or Astrobot. That's about it really. There's no other exclusive for PS5 that would justify keeping this thing. But yeah, I feel like gaming as a whole, it just needs to crash at this point. They just flood it, kill it with fire. I'm done. Yeah.